Understanding the phrase, tight-laced. Hello everyone. Today, we're going to dive into a fascinating English phrase, tight-laced. This term has a rich history and various uses in the English language. By the end of this video, you'll understand not just what it means, but also how to use it effectively in your conversations. Let's start with the literal meaning of tight-laced. Originally, this term was used to describe clothing, particularly corsets, that were laced very tightly. The imagery here is of someone who is physically restricted by their clothing. Think of a corset so tight that it's difficult to breathe. Moving on, tight-laced has a more common, figurative usage. In this sense, it describes a person who is very strict, conservative, or traditional in their attitudes and behavior. Think of someone who adheres closely to rules or social norms, perhaps to the point of being inflexible or rigid. Let's see some examples. 1. In a social context, my grandmother is rather tight-laced. She always insists on very formal table manners. 2. In a professional setting, the company's tight-laced culture didn't allow for casual Fridays. 3. In literature, the protagonist in the novel comes from a tight-laced family, where every aspect of life is governed by tradition. When you use tight-laced in conversation, it's usually to describe someone's personality or the atmosphere in a certain environment. It's a great word to express the idea of strictness or conservatism without needing a long explanation. I hope this video has given you a clear understanding of the phrase, tight-laced. Remember, it's not just a phrase about clothing. It's a vivid way to describe someone's personality or the nature of an environment. Use it in your conversations to add depth and color to your descriptions. Happy learning, and see you in the next video.